Good morning, students. Political Science, Chapter 8, Local Government. In this chapter, we will mainly cover the four topics. Topic 1, Importance of Local Government Bodies. Topic 2, the provisions made by the 73rd Amendment. Third topic, the provisions made by the 74th Amendment. And the last topic, functions and responsibilities of local government bodies. In the first topic, that is importance of local government bodies. So we will complete the topic 1. Why do we need of local government bodies? Yeah, what is the importance of local government bodies in our country? Mainly, if we look that the local government bodies, it is the closest to the people. Second, it the active participation of ordinary people in development programs. It involves day-to-day life problems of ordinary peoples. It utilizes local knowledge. These are and the last one is representations are more responsible, efficient and people-friendly administration, effective in protecting the local interest of the people. So now we will cover all these points one by one. First is, it is the closest to the people. The local government is so near to the people that ordinary citizen very easy can approach the leaders of local government. It is for an ordinary citizen, it is not easy to approach the central government and state government. That's why we can say that it is very near to the citizens, to the people in the country. That's why we need the local government. It involves day-to-day life problems of ordinary citizens. All people face so many problems in day-to-day life. These problems can be best settled by the local governments. Central or state government may or may not be aware about the local government at the local level problems which are facing by the people. It utilizes local knowledge. Why we need the local government? Because the rulers or leaders at the local government, they have better knowledge about their locality. They know how to spend the money in local level. Now, what is the problem in a street, in a village or in a city? Mainly to solve these problems, the local leaders at local government have the local knowledge. That's why they can make a policy very efficiently. In active participation of ordinary people in development program at local level, when development programs start, ordinary citizens also participate actively rather than the central government programs or state government programs. That's why we prefer the local government. And next is, representations are responsible. It is more responsible because it is so near to us. If representatives are not responsible, then we can meet them very easy. If they are not responsible, then their chance will be decreased for winning in next elections. Efficient and people-friendly administration. Local government always provide efficient and people-friendly administration. Ordinary citizen can have relations very friendly with the administrators at local level rather than the central or state government. It is very effective in protecting the local interests of the people. Central or state government are not effective in protecting the local interests of the people, but local government very easily and very effectively can solve the problem, can protect the interest of the people at the local government. Local government bodies mainly classified into two categories: rural local government bodies and urban local government bodies. At rural, there is a three-tier structure: one at village level, second block level, and third one is district level. The lowest level at bottom in the three-tier structure, it is a three-tier structure. In this structure, the lowest level there is a village level, intermediate level is block level, and apex level, or we can say topmost level. At district level it is known as Jila Parishad. At village level it is known as Gram Panchayat. At block level it is known as Block Samiti. Now we'll discuss all these levels one by one. The whole village divided into different wards. From each ward one member is appointed. He or she is known as Panch or Panchayat member, and one person also elected as the president of the whole village. That person is known as Sarpanch. Sarpanch and Panchayat member, they are known as Panch. So Panch and Sarpanch constitute the Gram Panchayat. There is one more term is here, Gram Sabha. All the voters in the village are the member of Gram Sabha. When few villages group together, they constitute Block Samiti. It is also known as Panchayat Samiti, Taluka Panchayat, and Mandal Samiti. It is known by different names: Mandal Samiti, Panchayat Samiti, and Taluka Panchayat. When some block samitis group together, they constitute the Jila Parishad. The Jila chairperson is the political head at district level. Now in the urban local government bodies, so it is also known as Panchayati Raj institution, and they are known as municipalities. So in urban bodies, they are known as municipalities and municipal corporation. The municipalities also known as Nagarpalika, and municipal corporation also known as Mahanagarpalika. Municipalities population is about 10 lakh to 25,000, and municipal corporation is they are found in the cities where the population is more than 10 lakh. The whole city is divided. Urban area divided into wards. From each ward one person elected, known as the councillor or parson. The head of municipality is known as municipal chairperson. Head of municipal corporation is known as mayor. That's all for today, students.